Greetings, and marry me. This is another Wiccan Thought of the Day episode. I'm Mordecai the Cross, your host. And today's episode is about Dogma. Okay. So once again, we're going to use my notebook where I've written down some facts about Wicca. Okay. Now, there's no dogma in the religion of Wicca. Basically, it's do as I wish as long as harm not yourself, others, and nature, which actually is the Wiccan Rede in my own words. It's not exactly how the Wiccan Rede is exactly stated, usually in Wiccan books, which I will list some of the Wiccan books down in the description bar there, about some books you can read that will teach you all about Wicca, and will actually mention the Wiccan Rede, which is the only dogma. Basically, you just do whatever you want. You can worship how you want, worship what you want. It's pretty free religion. There's no dogma. There's no you have to do it this way or else, like in religions of Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, and other Abrahamic faiths. Now, even though there is no dogma, some covens come up with their own traditions. For instance, there's Alexandrian, British traditionalist, Celtic, Dianic, eclectic, fairy, Gardnerian, hereditary, kitchen witch, Pictish, Dix Wicca, Stega, Nordic, etc. Now, no dogma means you can worship the divine as you see fit without any person telling you otherwise, without them telling you how you should be worshiping, that, you should worship this way or that way. Due to there being no dogma, each practitioner of Wicca forms their own morality based upon what they believe is right and wrong. For me, for instance, I base it off of empathy. And with empathy, basically, it's like, if I went against human rights and everybody else did, would it benefit the rest of everyone else? The answer is no, so therefore I don't go against human rights. That kind of morality. Now, Wicca has no dogma or set of beliefs, and in a way takes its teachings from nature and reads inspiration in the movement of the sun, the moon, and or stars. So basically, it's a nature-based religion, but we don't worship nature, which a lot of people assume that people that are of Wicca, of the Wiccan faith, worship nature. Nature is heavily involved, but the nature itself is not worshipped. It's the emotion or the movement or the deity behind the nature, like Mother Earth, if you will. Here's a quote by Starhawk. Starhawk says, Wicca is a religion of poetry, not theology. The myths, the legends, and teachings are metaphors for the absolute reality our limited minds could never completely know. So the stories itself about the ancient gods and goddesses, people of Wicca do not believe these stories actually happen. They're metaphors to tell you the seasons and how nature works, but the ancient people put it into these stories to make it more understandable to the, just anyone that couldn't understand, complicated science, if you will. They use the stories to explain science, if get what I'm saying. So, while at the same time, the craft recognizes that life feeds on life and that we must kill plants, food, and animals in order to survive. Life is never taken needlessly and never squandered or wasted. And so basically, what that means is similar to what the Native Americans practiced, if you will, when before the white man came, they used everything of the animal and the plants. They didn't waste any of it. And that's what Wiccans believe, is not wasting anything. That if you're going to take a life of an animal or a plant, then use every bit of it as much as you can, kind of thing. So, let's see. That's it for this video that I have in my handy-dandy notebook. So, thanks for watching, and I guess I'll talk to you all later. Goodbye, and bless